Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Bava, and we're looking at Tempest Remastered draft. A 6/2/2 draft. Let's make these a little bit bigger. Let's add the preview pane for those who don't know what stuff looks like. Do this. This guy can always be like this big. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're losing a little time. Selenia is a 3/3 flyer. She's a legendary angel. We got the green boars, the slivers, verdant touch, armor sliver, tin viper. Dark banishing is a pretty good piece of removal. In black, we also have Death's Duet, lab rats. Merfolk looter. I think we'd just take the angel. I kind of like her. And that's fine. So, looking at possibly a white-black, but we'll see. There is Muscle Sliver here. He could be pretty good in the sliver section. I think that I listened to the podcast. LSV says that slivers are a trap, which is something that we have to consider. If we were going to do slivers, it would be Muscle Sliver. Intuition. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. We still have the rare here. Shatter Spirit Encore, Thalakos Seer. Not super exciting. Destroying enchantments, pretty interesting. I think maybe just getting the Dark Banishing here is pretty good. And maybe sticking with our white-black theme, but we'll see. So yeah, we'll grab this here. It goes with our angel. Alright, Dothy Slayer's double black. Reanimate's pretty strong here. I do like Coercion. Shackles is okay. Sky Shroud Troll is a pretty sweet green guy. But let's keep looking at some of these things here. Reanimate. Getting a creature from our graveyard onto the battlefield for 1 is pretty strong. But we want to make sure we get enough creatures. We'll grab the Slayer here, even though he's double black. This is another piece of removal, which is pretty nice. In white, so it's kind of in our colors. Okay, we'll take this. I'm going to bring that up a little bit here. We will fix this down here with the timer so we can still look at stuff. Reanimate, still in here. Ledger Domain, pretty fun actually in blue. Some good red guys. Sky Shroud Troll still coming around. We could think about him, definitely. Alright, we need white and black creatures if we want to try and get this deck going. But I'm sort of happy with the Reanimate here. I want to keep an eye on green. See what happens. Oh, there's lots of green. Alright, we've only got 2 creatures there. Yeah, we don't really want the Rootwater Depths. Serpent Warrior is a 3/3 for 3. You lose 3 life. Nomad's Encore. They're pretty interesting. Sift Spined Worm Telethopter. It's a 3/1 for for 4. Tap an untapped creature you control. Gains flying. It's kind of interesting as a 4-drop, huh? Let's grab that. Pandemonium. There's our rare. Coming back around. In red. Mage Ilvec. Losing Shadow. Another Telethopter. I don't know how much we're really going to want to disenchant things. Getting a 3/1 for 4 is not that exciting, though. So we'll grab the disenchant. Hibernation Sliver. No. Target land becomes a 2/2 creature. Coiled Tin Viper is a 3-drop, 2/1 with first strike. We have Lab Rats, which is kind of interesting. Kind of a 1-drop creature. I'll grab those guys. Okay. We need more creatures if we're going to make this work. We're not seeing a whole lot. Coercion's interesting. I love the art for this. We'll take Death's Duet, though. Canopy Spider. Clot Sliver. He's a 4/5 for 4. I'm not seeing a whole lot that exciting come around. Ooh, I love these planes. I might have to get a playset of the new Therese Nielsen planes because they're just so pretty. Okay, we have some removal and we have some creatures, but we're gonna need to pull some better stuff here. How to stay in these colors. Green seems pretty open. We're still seeing mulch and stuff there at the end, so that's something to consider. Tradewind Rider. Crystalline Sliver. It's pretty interesting. Lotus Petal can ramp us. There's a Dothy Horror. He is a common. Lotus Petal's going for $1 right now. Not really worth doing a lot about. There's Spined Worm as a 5/4. You'll have to be in blue-white for that. Grabbing the Lotus Petal is interesting for fixing. Flying for a strike for that. We'll just grab the Horror. Recycle. Alright, we're starting to see some of our shadow creatures, which is what I really want to see here. Gravedigger's over here too. But I like Soltari Champion here quite a bit. So we'll grab the champion. Try and get some more shadow creatures going. I think this black-white shadow deck can work out. If we see any bigger guys, we'll be happy to. Seems like there's a lot of slivers. Sort of more so than I was expecting. I mean, look at all the slivers here. Sliver 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 slivers in this pack. It's kind of crazy. On the other hand, we've only seen the 1 muscle sliver. Bandage. 7 creatures. Standing Troops. Not very exciting as a 1/4. Whispers of the Muse. Seething Anger. 20 seconds left. Yep. It's this or maybe the Bandage, which at least recycles itself. I don't know, grab that. It replaces itself for 1, so it's a cantrip. Fugue. Target player discards 3. Bottle Gnomes. Death's Duet. Mounted Archers. 2/3 reach, can block an additional creature. Kind of nice against flyers. Spike Colony, pretty interesting. We'll grab the Mounted Archers, though. I think that's a nice pickup in some ways. You can trade with the 3/2 flyers. Dracoplasm. Crazy. Wall of Essence is kind of fun. Armored Pegasus. Thrall Surgeon. Whispers. Winged Sliver. Provoke. Sky Shroud Elf. It's pretty fun. Armored Pegasus. A 1/2 flyer for 2. Anoint. Has buyback. We'll grab the Wall of Essence. Rootbreaker Worm. I used to love this card, actually. Soltari Trooper is the easy pick here for us. For our shadow. Here's a Foil Needlestorm. Armored Pegasus Duet. Dungeon Shade. Oh, I do like the Dungeon Shade. I sort of like the Vampire Hounds. As well, we do have Death's Duet, which kind of goes with him. And Reanimate, which kind of goes in there too. At that point we're at 3. We don't have any huge things to reanimate. So it's either the Vampire Hounds or the Dungeon Shade. I kind of like the Dungeon Shade here. Okay. Yeah, not a lot going on. We could take someone's Worm, or we could go for the Knight. We're still a little light on playables, especially creatures, so I'm going to grab the Knight. -1/-1 in Fear. We don't want that, or that, or that. It's the foil, I think. It's hard to tell unless you have the animations on. Well, mulch just for the artwork. Nomads. They're kind of interesting. Dark Ritual. Patchwork Gnomes. I could just take the Sky Shroud Troll. Someone's getting good green cards. They really are. I don't particularly want the Dark Ritual, to be honest. I don't want these rats. And I don't particularly want another Death's Duet and a Reanimate. So I'll take the Spike Colony. I'll take the Anoint and the Armadon and the Mountain. Alright, get rid of these green cards. Okay, let's open a Wasteland now. Right now. Nope, Soltari Gorillas. Shadow. That guy's pretty cool. You can splash red for him. Would be interesting. Otherwise we have Conviction, Spirit Encore. He's a flyer. being able to redirect damage to the Wall of Essence is pretty interesting. Oh, I think the Soltari Gorillas are pretty cool. Close my window here. It's a lovely counterspell, Bottle Gnomes, Carnophage. I don't know if we're really fast enough for Carnophage. I want that or that. I like these gorillas, but I think I'm going to take the spirit. There's a capsize. Check that out. Ooh. When Sarcomancy enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 black zombie token. If there are no zombies on the battlefield, deals damage to you. I don't know if we have any other zombies. We have Dothy guys. Snake Warrior. 3/3 and gains flying till end of turn. Yeah. Not super exciting at sorcery speed, no less. Elvenrite, Mana Leak, Muscle Sliver. Take someone's capsize away from them. Grab the Muscle Sliver. It's pretty sad, though. I think I'm more concerned about the green Slivers deck. Oh, look. We'll take the Kezardrix, right? 4/4 first strike for 4. The Rabbit Beast. Your opponents control no creatures. Well, there's also a Deathstroke here, which is pretty nice. Spirit Encore. This or Deathstroke. Deathstroke's pretty sweet, really. But it's a common. We'll take the rare for fun. There's a Salt Flats here. There's a Miri, Cat Warrior. Armored Pegasus, there's a Dothy Horror. Maybe the Salt Flats will come back around and we'll grab the Horror. We want to be the Shadow deck here. So we'll grab this. Dothy Warlord, absolutely. Gravedigger's pretty sweet here too, and Staunch Defenders is also pretty sweet. But we're grabbing the Warlord. Shackles. Soltari Lancer. Yep. This is our good pack right here. We're getting our creatures. I really want that white-black land to come back around, and I'll take it. We can get a 2/2 zombie for 1, which is okay. I'll just grab the Youthful Knight. I kind of like the Lab Rats because you can get a 1/1 for 1, and later on you can just start going nuts with it. Coercion's kind of nice though, because you get to pick any card that you want to. We can get Pegasize. That's kind of fun. If we have a lot of land later on, this could be pretty good. We'll grab the Stampede. Who doesn't want to stampede people with Pegasises? Pegasize. Okay. Pegasus Stampede. I'm liking how this is looking. We've got some nice removal in here. At least a couple things. Acidic Sliver, Wall of Blossoms, Coercion, more slivers in gaseous form. Take that Coercion, we might consider it. It's kind of a nice aggressive card, huh? Really setting yourself up for a 2-for-1 there. I don't think I'll play that. Buyback, provoke, sliver. I don't know. We'll just grab the Shadow Rift here. And the Flyer, and the Rampant Growth, and the Verdigris, and the Plains. Alright. Okay, we're going to try and be a white-black aggressive list. That white-black lane did not come around. Someone else is maybe doing the same thing that we are. So let's see here. Let's look at our creatures first, and then we'll bring our non-creatures back in. That counts as a creature. Okay. Alright, so there's our creatures. Anything, let's see. You're a 1/1, you don't do a whole lot. We have lab rats too. Kind of fun, they kind of work well with Wall of Essence. I almost wish that I had gotten that +1/+3 just to put it on the Wall of Essence, because having a 7 blocker is pretty sweet. Okay. Lots and lots of creatures. Let's see, Nomads Encore, Lab Rats. Pegasus Stampede. Yes to Trooper, yes to Wall. Maybe not on the Knights. No Clot Sliver. Dothi Horror, Dothi Warlord, Dothi Slayer. Soltari Champion, Soltari Lancer, Standing Troops, Serpent Warrior, Mounted Archers, Spirit Encore, Dungeon Shade, Khazard-Drix, no Telethopter. Selenia Dark Angel. Alright. So 12 creatures that I'm just going to say yes to. Let's look at spells. We do want Repentance. I do want Reanimate. I do want Dark Banishing. Okay. For other creatures, let's look at our, yeah, we want to be fast and hard. I like Pegasus Stampede. One 4 for 3 is just not exciting. I do like the Youthful Knights, and they're easy to cast. And the Nomads are pretty good. Clot Sliver, Coercion, Serpent Warrior. Alright. 2 more creatures, and I think we have a nice curve into 17 land. Yeah. We have the Nomads. 15 creatures right now. Clot Sliver is a 1/1. You can spend 2 to regenerate him. He can block forever. But he gives all slivers that ability, so if we play against the slivers deck, that's just horrible. We can play the Coercion. We can play the 3/3 for 3. I kind of like the Anoint. 1/2 flyer is not too exciting, except he does block 1/1 flyers forever. Mounted archers is kind of nice, actually, to deal with their flyers, but he can work as a sideboard card. No, 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 no. Okay. Right. Okay. Looking good with the 2-drops. We'll take the Anoint. Just because that buyback can be strong, especially in the later game. 8 mana, you can prevent 6 damage to your creatures whenever you need to, where you need to. I think that's pretty good. So 16 creatures, 7 other cards. I don't even know if we need Selenia Dark Angel, really. But she was our first pick, and she's like freaking scary, so we can have her balance out our curve. She's a 3/3 flyer who dodges removal, so that could be a lot worse. Okay. Sort by color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're pretty even Steven. So we'll sort by... we do have this 1 double black right there. Everything else, all of our white single white. We have 2 double black cards though. So add basic lands. I'm actually going to do 1 more swamp, then a plains. Yeah, and we'll go with this. So it's a 17 land, 16 creature, 7 others. And we'll give it a shot. Submission received. Okay, we'll see how this does. I'll see you guys all in round 1.